10 Ukrainian drone operators, 16,000 NATO troops, Estonia's Hedgehog 2025 exercise simulating Russian invasion. The result? 10 Ukrainians wiped out 2 NATO battalions in half a day. Ilmar Rog, Estonian security expert and reserve officer embedded with the Ukrainian drone team, watched it happen. 17 armored vehicles mock destroyed, 30 strikes on other targets, British Challenger tanks, Apache helicopters, HIMARS artillery, all eliminated within hours by operators using Ukraine's Delta battlefield management system, compressing kill chains from detection to strike in minutes. According to Wall Street Journal reporting February 12, 2026, NATO formations attempting offensive maneuver were quickly identified and neutralized in simulation by small adversary teams operating reconnaissance and strike drones. The Estonian defense brass realized the brutal truth. NATO cannot survive Ukraine-style drone warfare. Here's what we're covering today. First, how Ukraine scaled from 0.8 million drones in 2023 to 4.5 million in 2025, more than entire NATO combined. Second, the Delta system that fuses every drone feed, satellite, frontline report into single interface, killing targets faster than NATO can react. And third, why Ukraine's now teaching alliance members what Pentagon doctrine completely missed. Let's establish exactly what happened. According to Drone XL documentation, Hedgehog 2025 involved more than 16,000 troops from 12 NATO countries in simulated Russian invasion scenario across Estonia. The exercise ran May 5th to 23rd, 2025, featuring heavy armor, British Challenger 2 tanks, Apache attack helicopters, HIMARS rocket artillery. Ukrainian drone specialists rotated from actual front lines, participated helping simulate battlefield conditions matching Ukraine's current reality. According to Euromaidan Press, Ukrainian drone team included personnel rotated from the front, ensuring tactics reflected real combat experience. Ilmar Rog embedded with Ukrainian operators documenting their employment. The Ukrainians used Delta, Ukraine's battlefield management system. According to reporting, Delta fuses drone feeds, satellite data, and frontline intelligence into single real-time interface, compressing kill chain from detection to strike into minutes. Ukraine's Delta compresses that entirely. Drone spots target, operator tags it in Delta, system calculates coordinates, strike drone or artillery receives target instantly, engagement within minutes, often seconds. The Hedgehog results proved the asymmetry. According to WSJ, in one scenario, NATO formations attempting offensive maneuver were quickly identified and neutralized. Small adversary teams, around 10 Ukrainian operators, mock destroyed 17 armored vehicles, conducted 30 strikes, eliminated 2 battalions. Half a day, 10 operators. 2 NATO battalions gone. Rog published sobering analysis afterward. According to reporting, Ukrainian drone pilots calculated Estonia alone would need approximately 200,000 drones per month during wartime, based on current Ukrainian consumption rates. 200,000 monthly. For Estonia, population 1.3 million. Ukraine, population 40 million, scaled production to 4.5 million drones in 2025. The mathematics reveal industrial capacity gap NATO cannot close quickly. But the exercise exposed tactical gaps too. According to Drone XL, during one engagement, single Estonian FPV drone eventually reached enemy tank. Ukrainians watching said by that point, 8 to 10 drones should have already been inbound, since one is rarely enough. That's not criticism of Estonian operators. It's a systemic problem requiring more funding, more pilots, fundamentally different force structure. NATO trains soldiers operating tanks, artillery, infantry. Ukraine trains drone swarms, overwhelming defenses through saturation. But Hedgehog's results stem from Ukraine's staggering production scale NATO allies cannot match. According to Bloomberg, November 11th, 2025, Ukraine now producing around 4 million drones per year, more than any NATO country and likely more than entire alliance combined. Let that sink in. Entire 32-nation NATO alliance, United States, UK, France, Germany, all members, combined drone production probably less than Ukraine's alone. The progression timeline shows acceleration. 2023, 0.8 million. 2024, 2.2 million. 2025, 4.5 million. From pre-war base of roughly 10 manufacturers, Kyiv built ecosystem of several hundred drone producers. According to Army recognition, Ukraine built ecosystem turning state under attack into world's leading industrial power in unmanned systems. But let's hear from someone analyzing both sides objectively. Gregory Allen, director of CSIS Wadwani AI Center, interviewed Ukrainian drone expert Katerina Bondar May 28, 2025. Allen, known for rigorous analysis of military technology, stated, "Anybody who knows anything about American missile procurement, we talk about hundreds, or in fabulous year, thousands of missiles. And you're talking about millions of drones." Even Allen, who studies defense technology professionally, found the scale jaw-dropping. Because American procurement measures success in hundreds of cruise missiles annually, Ukraine produces millions of drones monthly. But Ukraine didn't just scale production. They created technological architecture NATO's now desperately studying. According to Army recognition documentation, Ukraine built three-tier system matching doctrinal categories. Type 1, short-range FPV and quadcopters for close combat, reconnaissance, air defense. The Shrike FPV, carbon fiber quad carrying 2.5 kilogram warhead, reaching speeds above 120 kilometers per hour, striking targets several kilometers away. Unit cost often under $500. But here's the breakthrough NATO missed: interceptor variants. According to reporting, interceptor variants optimized to climb several thousand feet, ramming Russian Orlan-10 or Zala ISR drones with unit cost often under $500. $300 to $500 drones shooting down Russian reconnaissance platforms that cost tens of thousands. The economics flip traditional air defense entirely. Type 2, tactical fixed-wing drones between small FPVs and larger MALE UAVs. These provide persistent surveillance and precision strike across operational depth. Type 3, strategic long-range systems, hitting targets hundreds of kilometers behind lines, refineries, ammunition depots, command posts. The integration across all three types creates battlefield saturation, NATO exercises never simulated. Lieutenant Stanislav, 93rd Mechanized Brigade, told Sunday Times, "No other weapon type changed face of war here so much or so fast as FPV drone. Almost any vehicle within 5 kilometers of front is as good as finished. Anything moving out to 10 kilometers is in danger. 5-kilometer kill zone from front line. Anything armored moving there dies." That's the reality Ukrainian drones created, and Hedgehog proved NATO forces cannot operate in that environment. But production scale alone doesn't explain Hedgehog's results. Ukraine's Delta battlefield management system created information dominance NATO lacks. According to Euromaidan Press, using Ukraine's Delta battlefield management system, group of around 10 Ukrainians mock destroyed 17 armored vehicles and conducted dozens of simulated strikes within hours. What makes Delta revolutionary? Compression of kill chains. Traditional military systems separate reconnaissance, targeting, command approval, strike execution. Each step requires time, minutes or hours, while targets move, hide, or reinforce. Delta collapses the entire sequence. According to reporting, it fuses drone feeds, satellite data, and frontline intelligence into single, real-time interface. Any operator sees every sensor feed simultaneously. Target appears on one drone, it's tagged, coordinates calculated. Every strike asset receives targeting data instantly. Engagement proceeds within minutes. Think about implications during Hedgehog. NATO forces advancing. Ukrainian reconnaissance drone spots them. Operator tags formation in Delta. Strike drones receive coordinates. FPVs launch. NATO vehicles destroyed before commanders realize they're under attack. NATO's comments spoke volumes. According to reporting, Ukraine is positioning itself as leader in battlefield innovation. Experience and perseverance developing this critical system during wartime is inspiration to global defense community. That's institutional humility. NATO acknowledging Ukraine, nation fighting existential war with fraction of alliance resources, leads battlefield innovation, while 32-nation alliance struggles adapting. Estonia used Delta during Hedgehog for the first time on NATO soil. According to Euromaidan Press, Estonia's Hedgehog 2025 exercise used Ukraine's Delta system for first time on NATO soil. The system worked seamlessly. Ukrainian operators compressed kill chains. NATO forces couldn't adapt fast enough. The exercise proved Delta provides tactical advantage Western C4 ISR systems cannot match. But Ukraine's innovation extends beyond Delta. They solved electronic warfare through technology so simple, NATO should have thought of it first. Fiber-optic drones. According to Washington Examiner reporting, Russia pioneered use of fiber-optic drones, attaching fish line-sized cable from drone to operating controls, making it impervious to disruption attempts. The concept? Physical cable connecting operator to drone. No radio signals. Electronic warfare cannot jam it. The cable unspools as drone flies, ranges now exceeding 20 kilometers according to reporting. Russia deployed this first during Kursk campaign, then scaled across entire front. According to Washington Examiner, video mid-December showing frontline city of Liman covered in countless webs of fiber-optic cables. Ukraine adapted immediately. According to Army recognition, Ukrainian manufacturers consistently outpaced Russian adaptations, fielding fiber-optic controlled FPVs with ranges beyond 20 kilometers, new multi-band encrypted control links, and high-speed interceptor drones exceeding 300 kilometers per hour. 300 kilometers per hour interceptors, faster than Russian Shahed drones, fast enough catching cruise missiles in some scenarios. All immune to electronic warfare through fiber-optic control. NATO's response? Panic. According to NATO Allied Command Transformation documentation from June 2025, 16th NATO Innovation Challenge focused on pressing and highly specific operational problem seen in Ukraine, detecting, tracking, and neutralizing fiber-optic controlled first-person view drones. But Ukraine's most economically devastating innovation: cheap drone interceptors replacing expensive missiles. The mathematics broke traditional air defense. Russia launches Shahed drones, each costing approximately $100,000 according to reporting. Ukraine intercepted them using Patriot missiles costing $4 million each. Exchange ratio, 40-1 favoring Russia. Unsustainable. Ukraine couldn't afford burning $4 million missiles destroying $100,000 drones when Russia launched hundreds nightly. The solution? Interceptor drones. According to United 24 Media reporting January 9, 2026, by end of 2025, interceptor drones ranging from $3,000 to $5,000 had been integrated at scale into various air defense units. $3,000 to $5,000 interceptors destroying $100,000 Shahed. 20-1 exchange ratio favoring Ukraine. Complete reversal. President Zelensky announced results. According to reporting, average success rate of these drones is 68%. Nearly 7 in 10 intercepts successful using drones that cost 1/10 of Patriots or Western missiles. The Wild Hornet's sting exemplifies Ukrainian design. Purpose-built interceptor, fast climb rate, high-speed pursuit, ramming attack profile. Unit cost approximately $4,000. Effective against Shaheds, Orlan reconnaissance drones, even some cruise missiles in optimal conditions. UK Minister of Defense Luke Pollard acknowledged British dependency. According to reporting, UK aims producing 2,000 interceptor drones month to hand over to Ukraine under joint UK-Ukraine project dubbed Octopus. 2,000 monthly from Britain. Ukraine already producing hundreds of thousands monthly for its own use. The capacity gap shows why Ukraine leads this domain. They innovated from necessity while NATO theorizes from safety. But the ultimate validation, NATO completely restructuring drone doctrine around Ukrainian lesson. According to Atlantic Council analysis, May 13, 2025, former Ukrainian Commander-in-Chief Valery Zaluzhny predicted wars of future would be won by countries focusing resources on development of drones, electronic warfare, and artificial intelligence. Zaluzhny wasn't speculating. He commanded Ukrainian forces, proving the concept. Russian-Ukrainian war completely changed nature of warfare, according to his April 2025 statement. For the first time, Ukrainian combat officers served on Innovation Challenge juries. According to NATO Act, Ukrainian combat officers serving on jury injected real-time, frontline experience into NATO's innovation framework. Think about institutional shift. NATO, founded 1949, defending Europe 75 years, now inviting Ukrainian combat officers judging which technologies NATO should adopt. Student teaching teacher. Ukraine fighting 3-year war, schooling alliance that outspends it 100 to 1. Something Ukraine is doing with drones has NATO completely stunned because 10 Ukrainian operators at Hedgehog 2025 destroyed 2 NATO battalions in half a day, proving alliance cannot survive drone-saturated warfare. Ilmar Rog documented it. 17 armored vehicles eliminated, 30 strikes total. British Challengers, Apaches, HIMARS, gone. Delta system compressing kill chains to minutes. NATO's structured planning processes taking hours. The asymmetry was catastrophic. But Hedgehog only validated what production numbers already showed. Ukraine produces 4.5 million drones annually, more than entire 32-nation NATO alliance combined. From 0.8 million in 2023 to 4.5 million in 2025. 563% growth while fighting existential war. The fiber-optic revolution. Interceptor drones achieving 68% success at $4,000 each versus $4 million Patriots. Delta system NATO's now deploying on alliance soil. Ukrainian combat officers judging NATO innovation challenges. Putin made 3 bets. NATO would abandon Ukraine, Ukrainian drone production would collapse under pressure, alliance technology would dominate battlefield. Hedgehog 2025 proved all 3 catastrophically wrong. 10 Ukrainian operators wiped out 2 NATO battalions. Ukraine leads global drone production, and NATO's begging Ukraine, teaching them how modern warfare works. And it's getting worse for Moscow, because every month Ukraine scales production further. Every exercise, NATO learns Ukrainian methods faster. Every innovation challenge produces counters to systems Russia deploys. The capacity gap isn't closing. It's widening in Ukraine's favor while Russia bleeds equipment it cannot replace. If you want to see how Ukraine keeps revolutionizing warfare faster than Russia can adapt and NATO can learn, subscribe. Was NATO right being stunned, or should they have seen this coming years ago? Drop your thoughts.